What's going on, guys? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to The Netherlands is a Giant City. Now, this is a title that I already feel is so true. Like, whenever I'm in the Netherlands, I feel like I could bike from one corner of the country to the furthest corner away from it. It's just everything is so well connected and intricately designed to the point where it feels like even if you're on biking through some farmland, you're still close enough to be in a city almost. And there's so much public transportation that is spread across the entire country. You can get almost anywhere without a car. It's just amazing. So that's this title. I felt that like whenever I'm there, I'm like, what is this place? How do you guys do this? There's a lot of things in the Netherlands. The way of life there, you cannot live anywhere like that in the United States. You need a car, just need it. You're gonna get hit by a car if you don't drive. You can't bike in a lot of places as well. So let's get right into this, guys. Shout out to all the Dutch people watching this and the Germans as well. I know you guys right across this border, you're out here. And shout out to all the Europeans and all the people watching this one in general. Let's get it.
The Netherlands is hiding something. You see a country that does everything right. Fantastic bike lanes, trains that work like metros, and parking garages that get millions of views.
Yeah.
But the Dutch have a secret. The Netherlands is not a country. It's actually just a giant city. And that changes everything for how we should view it and compare it to others.
Whoa.
The Netherlands is the densest country in Europe. Wait, I know there's like two people in Monaco that'll get angry, so let me nuance it. The Netherlands is the densest real country in Europe. See, people are important because they're kind of nice. They make us laugh, love, and also make it easier to deal with the fact that we're all going to die after a cosmologically insignificant short life. But the best thing about people is that they make it a lot easier to build things. The more people you have on a piece of land, generally the more money you have on that land as well. Put people close together and building gets better. Building a metro to a neighborhood of a city will cost less than building a new metro for every farm in the middle of nowhere. In dense urban areas, the cost of infrastructure is distributed among more people. The further you need to expand roads, the heavier the financial load. When people are separated, it becomes harder to share. Now we need our entirely own...
And also, let's talk about how when people are separated, they're not as happy. Some people can live alone, but like, not even just living alone, but like literally alone on land like that. It's not as fun. I know the city's not for everyone, but there's a happy medium. And I think the Netherlands has that. You can have your space, but you're still around people. And it's very important. It's so important to have those interactions throughout the day, waving at someone, saying what's up, going to the cafe or the coffee shop if that's your thing. Let's get
supermarkets, hospitals, and schools. Now, density can only help us to a certain point, of course. It's not technically easier to lay a brand new train station in the middle of a city than in the middle of a field. But the main point stands. When we have lots of people together, we need to build less infrastructure to satisfy each other. The more consumers means that more people pay, meaning that you pay less. Infrastructure costs per capita are the highest in low-density areas and the lowest in high-density areas. So when the world asks, why can't we have nice things like the Dutch, the answer is not just more bikes. The Netherlands is actually made up of two places, the Randstad and everything else. The Randstad is a cluster of the Netherlands' main cities and covers around 20% of the surface area in the Netherlands, but it is home to around 45% of the population. That statistic is crucial. Almost half of the country lives in an area where the density is around 1,000 people per square kilometer. Half of the Dutch population lives in an area more dense than some of Europe's densest microstates, like San Marino or the Channel Islands. Compare the entire country's population density as well as the Randstad with the average density in the US, and the differences become even starker. Where the US's average density is around 30 people per square kilometer, in the Netherlands it's 500 across the country and around 1,000 in the Randstad. That's no small difference. In the Randstad alone, the Netherlands has a city density with practically half of its entire tax-paying population concentrated inside of it. So on the one hand, the Randstad is impressive. Dutch citizens can travel and afford infrastructure that brings them to all of its major cities in like 2 hours via public transport. But on the other hand, it isn't that impressive when that same area is shown alongside the New York metropolitan area.
You just got to live in the cities if you're in the US. Honestly, guys, man, I love the Netherlands though. It's such a special place. Like, just hearing about this, yeah, that does make me think about if that's the population density for Randstad. Imagine Amsterdam, probably like 5,000 people per square kilometer, something ridiculous. Maybe not that much. I don't know. It's a lot of people, and a lot of you guys are tall. It's a lot of height. Imagine how many good basketball teams there are probably in the Netherlands, and there could be if you guys put all your might into that sport. You guys, I don't know.
Metropolitan area. Half of the Netherlands lives in a place that's built more like New York City than the United States. In terms of distance, the Randstad's individual major cities can be seen more like individual city districts themselves.
Yeah.
Amsterdam, the business and financial district, Rotterdam, port and logistics, Den Haag, government and international justice, and then you have Utrecht. Nobody really knows what that city does anyway. The Netherlands' trains really are more like oversized, spacious metros. Even cities further away from the Randstad.
Isn't Utrecht like the main central station? So maybe this is like the rails and operations capital. I don't know, bro. I don't really know. I was kind of confused when I traveled there as well. There's a lot of nice shops. It's a beautiful city, don't get me wrong. But what do you got? What does Utrecht do?
The Netherlands' trains really are more like oversized, spacious metros. Even cities further away from the Randstad in the Netherlands are not that much further than the distance between Manhattan and the tip of Long Island. Now, we can interpret this two ways. Either the Netherlands is really small, or New York is just very large. But when we celebrate the Netherlands' world-class infrastructure,
probably both,
we should understand that things are made easier by the fact that it has a lot of people, and those people seem to not be that far away from each other. But the Netherlands, with all of its beautiful density, isn't perfect. Being a giant city also brings giant city problems. Even within the country, there are large public budget productions discussing whether the Netherlands is filled with too many people. The Netherlands may have a lot of bikes, but it also has the most personal cars per square kilometer, with the exception of Malta. Density may bring reduced per capita infrastructure costs, but density can also bring worse air quality. European cities have a dirty secret. Thanks in large part to denser living, few towns in Europe can match the air quality of similarly sized places in America. And the Netherlands is no exception. One of the densest places in Europe, the Netherlands has some of the highest rates of European children with traffic-induced asthma. Of course, there are important caveats to this. The Netherlands has a massive seaport and airport, but the Randstad, with all of its beautiful interconnected features, like a giant dense city, remains one of the most polluted areas in Europe. But density isn't the only thing that makes the Netherlands a giant city.
Be fair, like of course there are going to be drawbacks when you have so many people in the same place. Like, what else is another drawback? There's a housing crisis. There's only so much space, and also the whole country. First of all, it's a miracle that the Netherlands is even this way because it's built on water. Like, I'm pretty sure part of this country is below the sea level or something like that, something ridiculous like this. So it was a genius idea that made the water stay out of the land. I don't know how you guys did it, the waterworks or whatever this magic is going on. But like, this should not even be happening to begin with. And that also doesn't help the housing crisis because there's just so much damn water. There's only so much land. There's too many people on the land. Wow, brilliant right there. I just said it how it was. No, I mean, it's true though. So I don't really know what the future looks like for the Netherlands. Where's the land gonna? We need some more waterworks. You start building houses above ground on wood platforms or something. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Goes even deeper. Back in
Oh,
around
shit.
4000 BC, some humans
Irk and
noticed
Irk.
something. Land close to water, good. Would grow good in good mud. But Urk can't do everything on his own. Better Buruk put seed in mud, and Urk take food out mud when mud turns seed into plant. Good. Now we have a lot of plant. Too much plant, but more food for Urk and Buruk. We build mud huts for Urk and Buruk children, and some get bigger mud hut. And to carry mud and plant to mud huts, we need water near plant. So we build more mud hut on waterland flat. But Urk see problem. Too many Urk and Buruk child, not enough plant or good water land. Land dry, Urk angry, Urk have big thought. Urk change mud in water, and Urk can make more flat water land.
I'm sorry, did we really do this? Like, did we pivot to this for this long? Yo, get out of the caveman talk, bro. Oh my god.
Now more mud hut and more plant. Urk and Buruk die. Urk and Buruk child sad. Urk and Buruk parent time short. Child wish they spent more time. Tell Urk and Buruk parent they were loved. But time make Urk and Buruk child But time make Urk
Shut
and Buruk
up.
child learn. Urk and Buruk child show love.
I gotta hear him laughing again. That was funny. Yo, what are we doing right now?
Time make Urk and Buruk child learn. But time make Urk and Buruk child learn. Urk and Buruk child show love to gone parent by doing the same. Build more flat water land for more plant and mud hut.
That's how the
And their
Netherlands
Urk
was
and
built.
Buruk children do the same. Early civilizations were
Bro.
built on river valleys and great irrigation projects. They came with fertile land, provided easy transportation, food sources, and also fresh water. They were also built in valleys, which had a major advantage. They're flat. The Netherlands is not only dense like a major city, but the entire country is essentially a gigantic river valley, the place where urban development was born. It has some of the highest soil fertility in the world, partially inherited from its vast river system, and its intricate canal network provided easy transportation throughout its history, improved trade, and eliminated one of the biggest bottlenecks for good infrastructure in small but dense countries: the lack of
Yeah.
resources. They're one of the flattest countries in the world, which helped remove a variable that produces high construction costs, variations in elevation. So when we look at the Netherlands, it's important to remember something. It has trams with the agility of taxis, windmills that work like house fans, and neighborhoods built for walking. But the Netherlands has a secret. Not a secret that other countries can't follow or copy. Many places should be built like the Netherlands, but choose instead not to. But to be like the Netherlands, it's important to be built like the Netherlands. And the Netherlands is not built like a country. It's built like a giant city.
Boom.
Designing and building cities requires a deep understanding of physics,
This
math,
is
but a
Blender.
% off of brilliant.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Great conclusion, though. It's true. That's what it was. Not built like a country, built like a city. But when you look at the Netherlands on the map and you're taking a train between places, I'm like, this is not a country. Why am I able to go through, from north to south in like an hour? It's just ridiculous times like that. That is like travel a significant portion of the country in 30 minutes. What? I can't even travel a significant portion of my state in 30 minutes. I'll be lucky if I get 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers in 30 minutes, especially during rush hour. And this is not as densely populated as the Netherlands. So, I mean, I'm sure driving, they said there's a lot of cars on the road in the Netherlands. So I'm sure you're driving when everyone gets off of work is garbage. But at the same time, I don't know, because you guys have flexible work schedules and you're not working as many hours as us in the United States. So who really knows what's going on? But all I have to say, it is very admirable how the Netherlands is built. And I definitely envy you guys a lot. I can't wait to visit again at some point. And this, like, just looking at these 4 cities, how is this possible? It's amazing. So be grateful if you live in the Netherlands, guys. A lot of Americans want to move there. Not the ones that like Trump, obviously. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all. Hit the like button, hit subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.